I'm John Ruggiero, and welcome to New Jersey Paranormal. In this episode, we're going to talk about what has become the biggest paranormal convention on the East Coast. The New Jersey Paraunity Expo is an event that we've been organizing, you and I, and the township of Woodbridge for 5 years. Big celebrities in the paranormal world, paranormal groups, lots of great vendors.
Very affordable.
Very affordable. It's only $20 per person. We try to make this accessible for families, for kids, we're paranormal fans ourselves. We're paranormal enthusiasts. And the whole idea behind this event was to create an event that we would want to go to and make it affordable for everyone. We were lucky enough 4 or 5 years ago to get the Township of Woodbridge involved. The mayor, John McCormick, loves the paranormal.
Big fan.
Big fan of the paranormal. He gave us the green light, gave us all the resources, and now here we are, year 5, and the names that we have on our poster,
some of the biggest in the paranormal field,
rival the best of any convention out there. We're going to go through some of the names for you. You're probably going to recognize a lot of them if you watch any of the TV shows like we do. We'll start. Our first special guest, Amy Allen.
From Dead Files.
From Dead Files. Now, Amy is one of the bigger paranormal celebrities. Amy is fantastic with her fans. She has a line down the hallway of the school every year, but she treats everybody the same. She takes her time with them. And again, her fans...
She's down to earth.
She appears.
She's a pleasant
doesn't
person.
go to any other conventions really besides this one.
No, this is her favorite.
So people travel all over to see Amy, and Amy will be back for year 3. Third year she'll be with us. The next celebrity, Amy Bruni. Now, Amy Bruni has been on Ghost Hunters.
And now Kindred Spirits.
Now Kindred Spirits. This is Amy's first year at the Expo. We try to mix some of the celebrities we've had before with new celebrities.
Bring in some new.
Again, because we're fans of paranormal. These are the people that we want to meet as well. So here you have an event being put together by people who want to meet these people just like the people paying the $20.
So this is her first time. She's a new addition for us this year.
So, and Amy will also be doing a lecture as well. Our lectures series are $5 each. Again, affordable for everyone. The next person that we have this year, my favorite, as everyone knows, John Zaffis from Haunted Collector.
The Godfather.
The Godfather of the Paranormal. Nephew to Ed and Lorraine Warren, who everyone knows. I'm a big fan of John's. Followed him for years. I have all of his books. He's coming back for the 2nd year.
And he's a demonologist.
He's a demonologist, and he'll also be doing a lecture as well, again, for $5. Our next special guest, Katrina. Katrina Weidman, one of the more popular paranormal shows that is on right now, Paranormal Lockdown.
Yeah.
Katrina is local. She's from Philly. She's also been on Paranormal State. This is her first year coming. She's also going to be doing a lecture as well. A lot of the big name celebrities are going to be doing lectures.
And she did with Paranormal Lockdown. She did a show here in New Jersey at a haunted location too.
Did she?
Yeah. White Hill Mansion.
Okay, so again, she's another new addition. Great to have her. Again, one of the many names that we keep adding every year as part of our rotation.
New one.
So that people who follow these programs can meet these people up close and personal for $20. The next special guest, Marcus Harvey, another new addition.
Ghost Brothers.
Marcus is on the show Ghost Brothers. Again, Ghost Brothers has a big following. We're, again, every year looking to add new names so people could come out and meet these celebrities that they watch every day on TV.
And their approach is so different from everybody else.
Ghost Brothers?
Yes.
Well, the good thing, again, is about Marcus and any of these other people is that for $20, we don't have a VIP area.
No.
Marcus will be at his table selling his merchandise, and you'll be able to walk up to Marcus at his table and say, big fan of yours, watch your show. And again, for $20, no extra charge. So the next special guest,
Chip Coffey.
Chip Coffey, back for year 2. Chip will be doing a Q&A session. Chip will also be doing a live gallery reading. Now, that's a little extra, $50. But Chip was on Paranormal State. psychic kids as well. Again, Chip has a huge following. Lots of people came out to meet him last year, which is why he's coming back this year.
He's also doing something unique this year that he didn't do last year. Anyone who buys a ticket to his gallery actually gets thrown into a raffle where you get your name pulled out and you get a free reading from him.
Right, and that, again, that's something,
that's
again,
big.
Being someone who's supportive of what we do, he called me and said, this is what I'm going to offer you this year in addition to the gallery reading. We're going to do a raffle, a free personal reading with Chip. I mean, that's a big deal. The next celebrity, Chris Smith. Again, I'm a fan of certain shows. Ghost Asylum is definitely one of them. He also does a show,
Haunted Towns.
Haunted Towns as well. Chris joining us for the first year. Chris will also be doing a ghost hunt. One of the two celebrity ghost hunts that we'll talk about in a little while. But lots of fans of Chris Smith, lots of people watch those shows.
We had a lot of people that were saying, are you going to bring in anyone from Ghost Towns?
Right.
And are you going to bring in Chris? So he was like an interest that was put out there to us, and that's why we're bringing him in too.
And a lot of these people are the main people from the shows that they are part of an ensemble, and Chris is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
The next special guest that we have, again, I'm a big Ghost Hunter fan. I have been since they started. Steve is definitely one of my favorites from the show, along with Grant and Jason and Dave. Ghost Hunters, if you watched it, you know Steve. Great to have him this year. He's going to be at his table, you know, signing autographs, taking selfies.
I still like your story about how you first met him.
Well, I actually cornered Steve at a Dunkin' Donuts in a town close to where I live. He was doing an event nearby, and I saw him go inside, and I kind of followed him, and I cornered him as he was waiting for his drink, and I asked him like every question I ever wanted to know about ghost hunters, and he was really nice. He stayed there the whole time, talked to me, took a few pictures with me. So when the chance came to sign Steve to this event, I know Steve has a huge following. We definitely took it, and we're happy to have Steve come on board for this year. The next guest, That's pretty much all the guests that we do have. Now we have the ghost hunts. Another addition. One of the key elements that we have that is part of this event that you don't see at a lot of the other conventions, expos. We have the lecture series, which is $5 a piece, very affordable. And these celebrity ghost hunts, which, by the way, is sold out, are also very affordable. $60 with chip coffee, a medium, and
Amy Bruni,
a very experienced paranormal investigator from TV, Amy Bruni, in probably the most haunted building in Woodbridge, the Woodbridge Board of Ed. This is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do this, but we do this every year as part of the expo. So next year, when the expo rolls around again, there will be another celebrity ghost hunt with...
And this is the first time doing a ghost hunt with these two.
Yeah, the first time they've ever done a ghost hunt together. So this should really be unique and different. I'm looking forward to this one. You're going to be at this one. I won't be at this one. I'll actually be at the following ghost hunt with Marcus Harvey and Chris Smith. These are investigators who investigate more like my style of investigating. They use a lot of the gadgets. I'm really looking forward to being with both of them. We're going to be at the Barron Art Center, one of our sponsors. The Barron has supported us for years. That building is very haunted. Every time we've done one of these celebrity ghost hunts there.
I'm just sorry, I'm going to miss that one because I picked the other one because I'd like to see how Marcus does because I hear he's really humorous.
Well, that's why I'm looking forward to being both of them. They definitely fit what I like to do. But the Barron Art Center, very haunted. Lots of evidence every year. Some was scratched last year.
Never disappoints.
And with these two guys, again, $60.
First time with us too to do this.
Right, 2 hours. Yeah, the first time they're going to be together investigating. So again, this is sold out as well. These sell out months in advance, but we do offer these type of ghost hunts every year as part of the expo. These actually happen the night of the expo afterwards, from 8 to 10 p.m. Another one of the new additions to this year's expo, to our expo, is a free exhibit. Brian Cano from the Haunted Collector, very knowledgeable in the paranormal field. He is going to design the history of the paranormal. It's a free exhibit.
And it starts from the 1848 up to the present. So you get to see how it gradually became, because a lot of people think that the paranormal started with the TV shows, and it's not.
Well, they think it started from Jason and Ghost Hunters, and it ran
and there's actually a much bigger history with more people involved.
The history of the paranormal goes back.
So this gives you the opportunity to explore that and see where this all started.
And again, this is a free exhibit. The whole idea behind this convention is to make it the best that we could for average paranormal fans and to make it affordable for everyone. So we wanted to offer this exhibit for free as part of that experience. So we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to watch the interviews from last year's Paraunity Expo and discuss more of what the Paraunity Expo has to offer. Welcome back. In addition to all the great things that we showed you, all of the celebrities, we also have...
Weird New Jersey. We've been trying for years to get them to come to this.
If you live in New Jersey and you're a fan of the paranormal, you know Weird New Jersey. They are the most iconic magazine in New Jersey when it comes to haunted things, paranormal things, creepy things. We have been trying for years to get them to be a featured vendor. Finally met the two Marks. They've agreed to come. They're going to have their own table. They're going to be there selling Weird New Jersey merchandise, talking about their book, along with the Weird New Jersey as a vendor. We also have real paranormal groups like we do every year. You can go up to them. They'll show you evidence. They'll show you the latest equipments. We also have
UFO Tom Conwell.
Right. For the first time, we've introduced some of the other paranormal, which is UFO. Tom's going to do a lecture.
He is doing a lecture
on UFOs. Tom's going to have a lot of his evidence and books on his table. Readers, psychic mediums.
We've got a palm reader for the first time. Never had a palm reader. We've got an aura reader. We've got Reiki masters. We've got your psychic mediums, your clairvoyants. We've got a lot to choose from.
And they're going to be available all day at their tables,
although
giving
they
readings.
do fill up fast, so make sure you sign your names.
And they're going to be available all day at their tables. Just walk up to their table, sign on to their list, and you can get a reading at the expo as well. Another thing that we're going to have is Hinsdale House is going to be back. Dan Class, who owns the Hinsdale House, a friend of ours now, he's going to be talking about his new show that he has online, showing literature about the Hinsdale House, booking investigations at the Hinsdale House.
He's bringing a psychic medium with him who's actually going to be doing a lecture for us too, Chelsea Gill.
And we have, again, if you're hungry, there's the food trucks in the back. We're adding more food trucks this year. Rita's will be offering ice cream, shakes. There really is, if you're a paranormal fan, there's something for everyone at this expo.
Unique vendors. We've got some unbelievable vendors this year that are selling everything.
Clothing, art, jewelry, I mean, you name it.
Anything mystical, including ghost hunting equipment.
Right, and again, part of the idea behind this is for that $20 charge, admission charge, the idea is that you will have some money to spend on getting yourself something from a vendor, maybe taking in a lecture or two, getting something to eat from the food truck, spending the whole day amongst paranormal fans and enthusiasts. So if you haven't been to the expo, we're going to show you a little bit of what last year's expo was like.
Some of the interviews.
We have some interviews with some celebrities, but we also have an interview with the person who made all of this possible. Mayor John McCormick, again, we cannot thank him enough for his support. Every year he's giving us the resources that we need. He puts everything behind us. We sat down with him at the beginning of the expo last year, and here's what he had to say about the expo. I'm here with Mayor John McCormick, who, if it wasn't for Mayor McCormick, there would be no Paraunity Expo. Mayor,
Thanks, pal.
thank you so much again for all of this. You're responsible for it. The Township of Woodbridge is responsible for it. What do you think of the event and how it's grown?
Well, first of all, you're thanking me. I should thank you because you're bringing this event. This is a, excuse me, a statewide, if not a region-wide event to Woodbridge. We started 2 years ago in the middle school, kind of small. Then last year you boomed into the high school, and this year it's even better. I mean, I just came in the rain. There's a line, you know, down the whole length of the high school here. Thank you for doing it. I think it's wonderful. Anything that brings people to Woodbridge, the hotel rooms,
yes,
the restaurants, people shopping while they're here, people buying gas while they're here, anything that brings people to Woodbridge Township, we're all for it.
Again, I can't thank you enough. You know, I appreciate everything you do for us. This is all for you. This is all for Woodbridge, all for the paranormal fans in New Jersey. Thank you so much.
But by the way, I believe in this stuff.
I know you do.
I mean, I've gone on ghost hunts with this guy. It's been a lot of fun.
And he has. We've gotten some experiences.
I've had some real good experience. The bottle cap was the best one.
Board of Ed.
Oh, the Board of Ed with the moving
bottle
chair.
cap. That was in Woodbridge as well. No,
that was in Metuchen,
yeah,
but it was spooky. But I'm not a Star Wars guy. Have never seen a Star Wars movie. I'm not a Star Trek fan. Have never seen a Star Trek or a Close Encounters or any of those movies. I don't like Star Trek, the TV show. I don't believe in science fiction. I love paranormal. I love ghosts. I love ghost hunting.
And you're a natural.
Yeah, right. Right. I think it's great. It's just, I like Twin Peaks. That was one of my favorite shows.
Look at the people. Look at the crowd, the type of people that follow this. They're all
exactly
great people, great attitudes. They're all interested like we are.
Yeah.
And they all come out.
It's a hobby. It's a passion. It's something people are into. And it's, you know, a nice hobby.
Right.
It really is a nice hobby, something to believe in. And I'm sold on it. And the fact that so many people come to town, I think it's just wonderful.
Right. Well, thank you again.
Thanks again, buddy.
Thank you
got
enough.
it.
The thing I love about that clip, besides the creepy doll in the back blinking, was that you get a real feel of what the vending area is really like. It is
the people together talking. You see the interaction.
It's a family type of atmosphere, and yet there are tables around the whole gym in the middle. I mean, there are vendors everywhere. That was just the vendors that you see there. That wasn't even
beginning.
The public. That was before the public was even in the building. That was just vendors getting around talking to each other and getting ready, and it adds a different vibe to this event and really does make it unique. The next interview
is going to be Brian Cano, and Brian Cano is actually the one that created an exhibit for us. That's what we talked about before. That's very unique for the paranormal to learn about. That's free, and also Brian's been very big on helping you in the background and giving you advice and about the expo and the direction of a few
the
things.
one thing about Brian, besides being on TV and part of the Haunted Collector, is that Brian has been to so many conventions. He's seen everything, the good and the bad, and every time you and I need some advice, we want to go either way, we're not kind of sure, we want just a little bit of input from that perspective. Brian's always been there to give it to us, and he's kind of helped us navigate some of the waters.
He's helped create our trademark, all of the designs for the posters.
He does all of the
too.
posters, all of the artwork, and Brian's been great throughout this whole process. So let's play that interview with Brian. I'm here with Brian Cano at the Paraunity Expo. Thank you for being here again,
Brian.
Brian.
John, thanks for having me again. Year 4, it's pretty big.
Year 4, bigger, better.
Bigger, better, stronger, faster.
I'm glad to have you back. What do you think of this year's collection?
Looking around, I'm seeing the familiar faces. I'm also seeing new people that I haven't met before, and this is what I love about the expo. It's a place where people can gather together and meet the people they see on TV or meet people they haven't met before, and this is a common ground for all of us to share ideas and experiences, and it's okay. We're essentially raising our hands saying, hey, I believe, you too, and kudos to you, man. This is a great accomplishment.
Well, you've been here since the beginning, and I'm very grateful for that. What do you think of the progression?
I think this is a good progression. Like I said, I'm looking around, and some conventions, they make the misstep of saying, we've got to go big and we've got to do it now. Yours, steady growth, steady growth. And getting Woodbridge and Mayor involved is huge. So it's managed growth, which is important.
Well, we got your friend John Zaffis here. He's
Ziggity finally made it over to New Jersey.
A featured guest. So we put you guys together in the corner there. You're part of a lecture this year, Pets and the Paranormal.
Tales from the Other Side, yes, and that's a great book. And this is another thing, too. You come to events, a lot of people feel like, hey, I know everything, I've seen it all, there's nothing new under the sun, but I'm talking to everyone and saying, oh, we're doing a panel about pets and the paranormal. They go, oh, I have a story. I'm like, exactly, come to the panel. Let's
And that's based on the book by Chris.
Chris Mancuso, edited by Anthony and Jessica Birch. I've got a story in there. Okay. John Zaffis has a story in there. A lot of people here actually have stories and anecdotes in that anthology.
So, along with Brian, again, my favorite, John Zaffis, was a guest at the expo as well, and John was nice enough to sit down with us and do an interview as well. And again, there are a million questions that I have for him, but there was only about a minute of time that there was before things were going to get started. But I was able to sit down with John, and here's the interview. I'm here with John Zaffis from Haunted Collector, probably one of the best additions for me to this year's expo. I'm a big fan of John's. I'm ecstatic that he's here. Thank you for being here,
thanks
John.
For having me.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
First time in Jersey, or you've been to Jersey before?
Oh, I've been to Jersey many times over the years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing now? Haunted Collector's been over for a little while. What kind of things have you been?
Well, still working on a couple of new books. Don't have the titles yet. Doing a lot of investigating. But right now, at this point in time, I've been focusing on a lot of the different conventions that are going on. So I love intermingling with people. I love getting together and having a good time.
Well, you have a huge following. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge fan of yours. I watch the shows. I've known about your history. I have your books. I think a lot of people are going to come out here to see you today. Any future TV deals coming up? Or
a couple of specials here and there that I'll probably be filming on. And you know how it goes. You can't let the cat out of the bag on anything.
Okay.
So we'll see.
You're doing a lecture today.
Yes.
Something near and dear to you?
Yes. Doing it with Chris Mancuso and Brian and I, and basically talking about Chris had done a book, and it's, you know, his passion is rescuing cats.
Right.
And it's something that I'm very proud that he's doing. It's something that means a lot to him, and anything I could do to help support him or the cause and what they do, I'm out there and I'm for it.
Well, I really appreciate you coming.
Well, thank you so much.
To have you here. Thank you for being here.
You got it.
Well, the next interview that we have is Elizabeth Saint. She's from the Ghost of Shepherdstown. And the funny thing about Elizabeth was she wasn't actually on our radar.
Right.
It just turned out that we got a call when we were actually at the Barron Arts Center, one of our haunted locations here in Woodbridge, and she actually asked if she could come out and participate because she had heard about this all the way out in California.
Yeah, Elizabeth is great. Great to her fans. Just one of the nicest people you could meet. And yeah, we were lucky to have her. It was sort of a last minute thing. And like I said, she showed up and she was amazing to her fans.
Great addition.
Yeah, and let's play that interview with Elizabeth. I'm here with Elizabeth Saint from Ghost of Shepherdstown. Part of what we do every year is we try to invite the same people back. We also add a bunch of new celebrities to the list, and Elizabeth is definitely one that we're happy to have here.
Yeah,
thank you for being here, Elizabeth. What do you think so far of the expo, the VIP party?
Honestly, it's been very impressive from the start. I've loved being here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I didn't know what to expect, but you guys did a really excellent job. I had a great time at the VIP party last night, and I'm really excited for today.
Well, we're lucky to have you. Talk about Ghost of Shepherdstown and what the show's about and your role in the show.
Yeah, wow, 2 years ago I got approached to be a part of the show Ghost of Shepherdstown. Shepherdstown, West Virginia, oldest town in West Virginia, predating the Revolutionary War. Chief King noticed that he was starting to get a lot of unusual telephone calls from the town itself, and he brought in Nick Roth from Paranormal Lockdown, Ghost Ventures, and Bill Hartley and myself, who were actually local investigators at the time.
Okay.
I was with Maryland Paranormal Research. Bill was with Greater Maryland Paranormal Society. And it was really cool. We got to go in, investigate the entire town, pick up cases from around the town, and try and figure out what was happening there, why there was a sudden increase in paranormal activity. So it's a beautiful experience, honestly.
It's a good show. I've watched a few episodes, and I'm hoping it comes back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we see you next year as well.
Yeah, I would love to.
So this next interview is, again, one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet in the paranormal field, Dustin Parry from Ghost Hunters. Again, another new addition, part of the mixture that we do every year.
And he did a ghost hunt for us.
So let's play that interview from Dustin. I'm with Dustin Parry from Ghost Hunters. Thank you for being here, Dustin.
My pleasure, brother.
Good to have you in Jersey. I'm a big fan.
Oh,
been
thanks,
watching the
man.
show for years, been watching you. When the opportunity came to have you come here, I jumped at it.
Yeah.
What do you think so far of what you've seen in Jersey and the VIP
I love it,
party?
man. I love it. The VIP party last night was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really nice way to kind of mix and mingle with people, you know. It kind of breaks the ice because a lot of these conventions, people feel kind of awkward, you know, coming up to the table. But if you hang around with them the night before, you know, have a couple of laughs, and it really kind of smooths things over. And I've always had so much support down here in the Garden State. A lot of good people, so it's going to be fantastic.
A lot of friends in Jersey? Do you know anybody here?
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny. Over the years, like, you meet people, you know, and they show up at this event, that event, and then you're on social media together. So
your social media following, I mean,
I got some
everybody,
good people,
I'm coming to see you, I'm coming to see you, so I can't wait for them to get here.
I'm very thankful.
What are you doing now at Ghost Hunters?
So never quit the day job, so I work in oral surgery every day, and then I do motivational lectures, I do Christian lectures, and travel around on the weekends doing all these things.
Any interest in TV if it were to come up?
I don't know, man. It's been good to me. It's been good to me. If the right thing came together, maybe, you know, but it'd have to be something different. You know, I want to go in a more spiritual type way, so we'll see what comes down the pike.
Okay, well, great to have you here. Thank you again for coming.
Brother.
I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. Thank you.
And real quick, the last interview we actually have with Joe Chin, and Joe Chin has been with us for 3 years now, I think, and he had some unique things to say on this interview. So let's show that.
I'm with Joe Chin from Ghost Hunters. Joe, back for year 4.
John, thank you so much.
Great to have you back.
Awesome.
What do you think of the evolution of the expo here?
You know, I think it's grown a lot. There seems to be a lot more people talking about it, wanting to come, and I hear you almost doubled your numbers, right?
Yeah, we pre-sales alone, we've exceeded last year's total attendance.
Good.
And now the rain, we're hoping.
I'm hoping the rain will drive them in.
You think so,
it will.
huh?
I think so.
Yeah?
I hope so.
Well, we've got some of your friends here from
I got all
Ghost
my
Hunters.
friends here, right? You got Bruce
Dustin.
Tango and Dustin and Amy Allen, and it's like a family reunion to me.
It's going to be great. What are you working on now? What sort of things are...
Well, I have a part-time job that I weigh in trucks at a metals recycling plant, part-time. I investigate for the 2 teams, Tabs and Rise Up Paranormal.
2 teams?
Yep, 2 teams. I help out with some documentaries with Rise Up and some other people. And I've got a project of mine that's in the works. It's already been looked at by different networks. So
I heard about that. I heard you were shooting a proof of concept sizzle reel type of...
Yeah. It's usually only a 2-minute sizzle reel, but they wanted a 9-minute sizzle reel.
9 minutes?
It was a long...
That's a documentary.
Yeah.
So this is something that you're pitching to the networks and hopefully...
pitching to the networks. It's Barry Fitzgerald, myself, Paul Bradford.
Okay, a best of...
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Well, I really hope it gets picked up. I'd love to see you back on TV.
Thank you. Me too.
You'll be back here year 5, year 6, year 7.
I love it. This is awesome. If you guys got a chance, you got to come down. We're all pretty open and friendly, so come on down.
Thank you for coming, Joe.
Thank you, John.
Always
Thanks
great
for
to have you
having
back.
me. I appreciate it.
So you see how great the celebrities are and how welcoming they are. They referenced the VIP party. The VIP party actually happens the night before the expo. A lot of the celebrities are there. It gives you a chance to meet them, eat with them, drink with them.
It's offered on our website.
And just have a good time. It is offered on the website and the Facebook page. Just search New Jersey Paraunity on the internet. New Jersey Paraunity Expo, May 19th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Very affordable, $20. Celebrities, it's at Woodbridge High School. Celebrities will be there, food trucks, vendors, readers. It has everything for the paranormal fan. We'll see you on May 19th at Woodbridge High School for the New Jersey Paraunity Expo.